Thinking how much I miss ya. Can't bring myself to admit the fact that it is official. I thought we would be perfect, make it last forever. That's keep sweating my regrets. I didn't treat you better, didn't hold you more often, tell you how you're so awesome. I was too busy flossing, trying to be the big boss man. Now I'm on alone in my big truck with my big blunt and my big cup. Got my phone in hand, thumb on sin, but I'm afraid you won't pick up. So I sit in misery, questioning God like who cursed me. Not a word can explain the pain when it rains. It always makes me wonder if you're missing me. Flower Bomb, I used to play that song. Girl, you know you really made me hate that song, but you motivated me to make this song, and I must apologize for taking this long. I stayed in the streets, hustling K, U.S. agent of USA. Was taking you for granted, my first mistake. Was leaving you alone, my worst mistake. I used to see you in my nightmares, now I dream about kissing you. I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but frankly, baby, I'm missing you. So tell me where I went wrong. 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 I just wanna love ya. 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 Damn, I just wanna love ya. I wanna be your lover. I can be your knocker. You can be my missus. I can be your husband, but you own that bullshit, baby, and I got it bad. Usher, damn shame, really. We could have been who they talking about. I'm over here trying to work it out. You over there trying to walk it out. And I just wanna love ya. 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 Lights out. I need you, last thing on my mind is leave you. You're the heroin in my needle. Shit is hard, I got mean luck, but the grass ain't always greener. Been 7 years, blood, sweat, and tears, and now you wanna break the team up. I just wanna love ya. I'm over here trying to seek you out. You over there trying to piece me out, and I just wanna love ya. I just wanna love ya. I just wanna
Mr.
love ya.
BEANZ.
I just wanna love ya. Girl, I see you, you killing them, they wanna be you. you keep it wet. Seafood, but you gas me up. Diesel, then freeze me out. Igloo, my love is real, it ain't see-through, but you run me over. E2, damn. We could have been who they rapping about. I'm over here trying to map shit out. You over there straight acting out, and I just wanna love ya. 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 Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. Damn, I just wanna love ya. Put no one above ya. Sister, cousin, brother. Girl, you got me drinking, smoking like a muffler. You got a friend going with the wind, and I'm just left to suffer. Damn, we could have been well spoken. I'm over here trying to sew you up, and you somewhere doing who knows what, but I still wanna love ya. 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 I just 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 wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna 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 love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya. I just wanna love ya. Like I love ya.
I want you to put your hands together and welcome him to the stage. Big round of applause for Jackson Heights' own Mr. BEANZ.
What is poppin'? It's your boy,
Mr. BEANZ. Talk to him, son.
man. Up in this thing on a Tuesday. What is it? December 16th. Man. And it's almost 10 o'clock at night, too. I must really love y'all. I ain't supposed to be doing this late, but we had to get this work done. We got to get this work done, man, and get these reactions done, man. We are here for a good time and not a long time. Y'all know the routine. Pinned to the top of the chat are the links to support the stream. Don't even know why I mention it anymore at this point. But let's get these reactions complete. We got a lot of videos to watch. So let's just get right to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let me see. Which one of these was it? It was this one. Boom.
Men can't be.
God damn, that's loud. Let me turn that down in my ears a little bit. Jesus Christ, lady. You gotta yell?
Y'all act like men can't be the prize too. Y'all act like men can't have standards. Y'all act like men can't say no. I don't want her. I want her instead. A man can't have a set standard on what he feels like is a perfect woman for him because that's sassy. He think he all that. He think he better than somebody. He ain't no better than the next nigga. But bitch, what if he is? What if you just not better than the next bitch? It don't have nothing to do with looks. Majority of the time. That nigga don't give a fuck if you got a BBL. However, what he does care about is respect, proper communication, discernment, emotional control, feminism. I think a lot of bitches y'all be forgetting. Y'all are women. Y'all be more focused on being equal to y'all men versus than just being who y'all are. The women. That's why we have gender roles. If women could do what men could do, men could do what women could do, which is have babies. And they can't. That's why it's separate fucking roles. Know your fucking roles. I act like men can't be the prize too.
Yeah, she clout chasing. I don't know. She clout chasing. I don't have no faith in this woman at all that she meant any of this shit that she said. I'll just go keep it all the way a buck with you. Zero faith that she meant any of that shit. Not a single drop. Not even a mustard seed. Nope.
How long have you been friends?
What, a month?
So under the right circumstance, would you ever let him hit?
Definitely. I would. Under the right circumstance, yeah.
How about you, the other way around?
That's neither here nor there.
Well, she just solidified it.
She said what? What'd you say? Let me know what I can say.
I said that I would let you hit under the right circumstances.
Oh yeah, under the right circumstances, yeah. Under the right circumstances.
Well, why'd you wait for her response before you gave yours?
Because I don't know how much information I could put out there.
So y'all learned the talking stage.
Yeah, very early on.
So why would you call each other friends?
I feel like you gotta be friends first before you take that next level. Because also, to be honest, like I don't know him. So it's like.
Well, have you ever needed to know a guy to sleep with him?
I've done it on the first night. I'm grown as fuck.
So why are you guys taking your time now?
It's a matter of. I let this nigga hit. I let this nigga hit. I really can't keep. We've already fucked. Really, I don't feel like lying. I already fucked him, and that honestly, it was fine. It was great. I had a great time, and honestly, we're friends and we chilling.
See, this is exactly why I can't stand women, bro. Right? Like she said, I don't feel like lying. And this is what I mean. In the beginning, she was trying to hold up the standard, right? Hold up the cookie cutter idea of what it's supposed to be. Instead of just saying it from the gate when he first asked, how long y'all been friends? Would you ever let him hit? I already did. Right? You might as well. Instead of lying about it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But just so that you know, like I'm not judging you for your choices. You can sleep with who you want to whenever you want to. I'm just saying, understand that comes with a level of scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? What was I watching the other day when they was talking about how women don't prioritize marriage, family, and all of those things. And then when they get into this later stage in life where it's like, oh, okay, now these things have become important to me. The problem is that they should have been important to you before, because that's when you're actually supposed to establish those things. But you made a choice. You chose to kick it. You chose to sleep around. You chose to party. You chose to travel. You chose to chase the bag. Whatever choices you made. You can't be upset then when people scrutinize those choices based on your current desires. You know what I'm saying? And really, none of this whole manosphere red pill stuff probably wouldn't even exist if women just understood that and then didn't try to go around and talk about what the men aren't. You see what I'm saying? Like if you just understood you made your choices when you did, and now that you're at this later stage in life and you think you're supposed to be able to Thanos snap and get husband, kids, house, white picket fence, and all that other stuff, that it just don't work like that. It's not about the men not being available. It's not about the men not being on your level. Those are things you are supposed to establish earlier in the game. That's just how that works. But y'all don't want to do that. I ain't telling you to. I'm just saying shit. Be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be cool. Do you? I don't think this red pill shit, I was going to say, I don't think it's going to blow over. It's for some people, it's a lot of attention and a lot of money in it, you know, but in the real world, in your real life, everybody has that opportunity. Well, everybody is optimistic, but, you know, hyperbolically, everybody has that opportunity to find somebody to get down with, man, and get out the way, you know? So this don't look like that, though. This ain't that. You could just tell by the conversation. You know, oh, we just friends, this, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the day, oh, yeah, I already let them hit. I don't know. This don't seem like that. It could be, though. It could be. But it just don't seem like it. He definitely don't seem like he in settle down mode. I do not think that's what that is. All right, hold on. Let me get that. Okay, cool.
What's something our modern men have normalized that doesn't sit right with you?
Men have normalized the fact that, number one, first of all, they act like girls. Who are you feeling like? You are a grown man. Why are you acting like a girl? You acting sassy out here, right? But you are a man. Let's go back. Let's go back to back time. Sorry, when yes, men actually used to be men. Like why you? No, because it actually pisses me off. Because why are you acting like a female out here? And also, men are so performative. Like this whole quarter zip thing. Why? How are you following another man? You're drinking matcha and you're wearing a quarter zip. As a man, why are you following other men in what you're doing? Like genuinely grow up. You have a brain, you can think for yourself. Dress how you want, not how other people want you to dress. That's the one.
Do you think our modern men are behaving more like women?
Yes, 100%. Yes, yeah. Yes, they are.
So why do you think?
Because like this whole 50-50 thing, you want to take me on a date, right? But you want me to pay. Hello. Hello. Let's be frank. Let's be Lampard. That's not the one. You want me. I'm here as a you know what, for the plot kind of thing. You feel me? So I feel like it should be at least 100% on the first date, second date as well, third date as well. After that, you know, we can start talking about 50-50.
See, the problem with these videos, bro, is that nobody is actually making any, like, no real arguments. They're not presenting any arguments. They're not presenting any evidence. You know what I'm saying? They're not making any, like, real claims that can be challenged. They're just stating something as an opinion or a belief, right? Which really is just programming. Like, even when she says, like, the quarter zip thing and why are you following other men? Like, when have men not followed other men on how to dress? What are you talking about? Here's the thing. None of us make our own clothes. So essentially, all of us are following some other man's direction when it comes to dressing, because none of us make our own clothes. Somebody else made it. Somebody else said it's cool to wear this. And we went and was like, yeah, they're right. Here's my $40. Let me get that. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of this just be talking. You know, it's just for content's sake. But the problem is that I'm realizing, not now, but I have been for a minute, realizing that we talk about how dumb America is. This is part of it. right? Essentially, when we record and release videos like this, it's a part of the dumbing down of America. It's a part of the dumbing down of the world. I know what you might be thinking. If you're smart, you're probably thinking, but BEANZ, she's already dumb. Right? And it's like, yeah, but then this video gets filtered to other people who are yet learning how to think and process, and then they process this shit and think that she said some fire drop the mic shit, and now they're dumber for it. It's just really horrible, bro. It's really horrible. So Kamal says she American. Nah, nigga, but I am. And I saw it. And if I saw it, you know the young people saw it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. No matter where this shit getting filmed at, it's being disseminated across the globe. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. That's global. Global reach, bro. It's mostly the kids. It's a young chick. And she light skinned. So of course people listening. Especially little girls. Man. Bro, the dumbing down continues. The dumbing down continues, baby.
Light work, man. Dog, 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 cat, 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 cat. Dog, dog, cat, cat, dog, dog, cat, cat. Dog, cat, cat, dog, dog, cat. What the hell?
Exactly.
Rat, cat, rat, rat, cat, rat, dog, rat. Cat, cat, rat, dog, rat, cat, rat, dog. Play on me, man. Threw me off guard at first. I'm gonna turn up. Moon spoon, moon spoon, spoon, moon spoon. Spoon, moon, balloon, spoon, balloon, spoon. Moon, balloon, spoon, balloon, spoon, balloon. Man, hell, no, they cheat.
No, they ain't.
Moon, balloon, spoon, coon, goddamn it, damn. How they gonna give you an animal in the middle of a goddamn thing?
Hey, listen. Yo, my favorite line when I'm not winning in the game. They cheating. My homeboy used to piss me off. Who is they? Man, you know who they is. Get out of my house. I don't know what that game is, but I know I would not be good at it. That's for sure. This nigga said literally teaching them to babble. He ain't shit. Hell to the no. All right, here we go.
Speaking of money, we're looking at a situation right now where with Cardi B, she's trying to get divorced from Offset, and he's demanding alimony.
He's wild as hell. Alimony?
Alimony.
He crazy. I ain't know he want alimony.
He wants alimony.
That's insane.
Do you think it's unfair for him to be demanding alimony when she's a higher earner than him?
It's unfair, yeah, because what is she paying alimony for?
I mean, because typically that's what happens in marriage is the higher earner is who pays the alimony to the.
All I'm gonna say is I pray she had a really good prenup.
Well, no, because he was up when he was the one that was up when they got married. She was kind of just in the inception. Because I was wondering why she, because I asked a young lady, well, why didn't she just get a prenup? Oh, well, because I don't think Bodak Yellow was out yet. But so should a man, after you split, should a man be looking to a woman to still kind of furnish his lifestyle?
Do some female stuff like we be doing, like, he gonna pay me. I need child support. That's exactly how you sound right now. She gonna pay me. You sound real big and mad. He's so sad. That's sad for him. So sad for him.
Yep, this is exactly why I'm okay with the Trump administration undermining women's empowerment and improvements. This is exactly why I'm okay with it. I fire them all. Make them lose all their jobs. Take away all the benefits they get just for being women. Kill all of it. Right? Like no equal pay, none of that. Like this is exactly, I hope they do it all. The right to vote, take it all away. This is exactly why. Because we need to get to a point where women stop making it seem like money, right, is some sort of masculine thing. No. If that's the case, you shouldn't be able to get it. If money is so masculine that a man shouldn't want none from a woman, then you shouldn't be able to have none. That's the whole point. Or you're gonna have to accept that money is the equalizer, right? It don't matter who got it. The rules are the rules. So if the rules say the person who's making the most has to take care of the person who's making the least, then it don't matter if that person is a male or a female. You shouldn't be viewed anyway. Now, here's the thing. I'm not for alimony at all. I don't think anybody should ever get alimony. I'm going to go as far to say under no circumstances, none, zero, should you ever be allowed alimony. I think they need to do away with that, right? But at the same time, as long as it exists for women, you damn right it should exist for men. You sound dumb saying that that's what women do. Like, no, people want money and people want to have shit given to them, right? People want to be taken care of and provided for. Like, that's just natural. Ain't nothing wrong with necessarily wanting that. But when it comes to money, that's when we try to make it sound like, oh, but that's the great divider. Only a man should ever have to take care of people with his money. A woman should only be able to spend her money on herself. You sound stupid. You sound real dumb. Real talk.
Black women don't know how to be a wife. Black women don't deserve to be a wife.
Out the gate, huh?
That's the comments. That's the sections. That's the podcast talk. That's what the men say, especially the black men. I hear it a lot and I see it a lot. And it's cool because I agree. I know. I agree. And I'm going to tell you why I agree. Because we need the same grace that you need. See, most of us black women, most of us statistically were not taught how to be wives. It wasn't instilled. I come from a home where it was all grandmas, mamas, aunties, and a lot of girls that come from that. And I never saw a man in the household ever as a husband figure. Never seen a woman make a man a plate. Never seen my mama run no showers, no rub no feet, go to the cleaners for their husband, ask them is they good, how was their day. Never in my life. And I am just what it is, right? And I know a lot of girls that are like me. I'm not talking to you women that learned it and that know it. I'm not talking to you. If you had a daddy, you had all that, that's great. I'm proud of that for you. But it's not about you. It's not about that. I'm talking about the women that need grace. I'm talking about the black women that are still learning how to be something they were never taught or shown to be. At 40, I'm still learning how to unlearn behavior. But just like we don't know how to be wives, some of y'all men statistically didn't have fathers either. And for the majority, it was about 70% of y'all that didn't have your daddies in the home during the crack era. He was either selling crack or using crack or whatever the case may be. And if you had a daddy, you are blessed. But what I'm talking about is the same way we wasn't taught to be wives, y'all wasn't taught to be men either. And I'm just talking about those that wasn't. And I know y'all need space to learn. We need grace to learn.
Yep, I don't even want to finish this video. Look, young lady, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Like, look, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is what she said. She said, the same way we weren't taught to be wives, y'all weren't taught to be men. Words matter, right? A lot of people don't like the fact that I am a stickler about words, right? But words matter, okay? She didn't say y'all weren't taught to be husbands. She said y'all weren't taught to be men. Lady, please stop talking. For real, okay? Like, you just don't make another fucking video. I'm so tired of these grifting ass, clout chasing ass people with this bullshit. You just couldn't make a video that was just about women. You had to make one, but with the men too, though. Nah. No, here's the thing. In reality, it ain't a man in America. I can't speak to all the other places because I ain't been there. It ain't a man in America that don't know how to be a husband. It ain't a man in America that don't know how to be a husband. Not one. Because you know what that shit simply is? Doing whatever the fuck y'all want. It ain't a man that don't understand that. We just don't want to. We don't want to be Al Bundy. We don't want that. We don't want a man that is just chilling in his misery. Men nowadays, modern men just don't want that no more. We want more out of life than being miserable for the sake of you being happy. Fuck you. That's where we at with it right now. Okay? Nah, we're not doing that happy wife, happy life shit no more. That shit's dead. So you be quiet. Don't say another fucking thing.
Eminem is scared of this rapper, and here's why.
I'm the fastest rapper in the world. I'm faster than him.
Although Eminem holds the Guinness World Record for the fastest rap in a #1 single, averaging 7.5 words per second in a 30-second segment.
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him.
This rapper shattered that record completely.
All my life. What did you say in your rap?
Eminem, we understand this rap.
Oh, so we here, we cannot understand.
I'm so sorry, but you can't.
Nope.
Claims.
Nope.
This guy claims he is the fastest rapper than Eminem.
You might not have known this, but I'm actually the fastest rapper in the world. Don't believe me? Slow it down.
Okay, let's just slow it down.
Bro, I'm so tired of the internet. I'm just tired of the internet, bro.
This is the world's first mute rapper. His words will inspire you.
Yeah, I'm not going to hell with y'all. Nope. Hey, yo, I do not subscribe to the cultural appropriation or the racism right here. Okay? I don't. Don't hold that shit against me. That is not my fault. Okay? It's not my fault. I don't subscribe to that. Okay? No. But let's go back to this other video real quick. With the chick talking about the fucking men not knowing how to be men shit. Again, look. Being monogamous is not a component of being a good husband. It's just not. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. Too bad. It's not. There are literally people who live in polygamy and polygamous relationships. So monogamy is not the standard for being a good husband, right? Now, I'm not a fan of cheating because cheating, not having multiple women, but cheating means you're lying. So I'm not a fan of lying, right? But if you remove the cheating component, what is it that men can't do in relationships? What is it that women think these men don't know how to do in relationships? Because they really full of crap, to be honest with you, right? Like, it's really not that difficult. Honestly, it's really not that difficult. At the end of the day, you're just trying to figure out people's likes and don't likes and dislikes and stuff like that inside of a relationship. But at the same time, if you going 50-50 in a relationship, you know, you providing something like that. You showing up intimately, you showing up sexually, you there when times is hard, you know, good things to say, whatever. Like, women really be talking about swag, big dick, and money. That's all they be talking about. And that shit is not components of being a good husband. It's just not. It's just shit that you want because it's not a requirement. People can find happiness inside of relationships without those things. They man don't have to have 12 inches. They man don't have to have a bag. And they man don't have to have swag. And they can still be okay. When you look at demographics who have a more than 50% marriage rate, the reason why you can get more than 50% is because the women aren't prioritizing those things. That's why you can have a 50%, 51% of white people married, 60% of Hispanics married, 64% of Asians married, because they're not prioritizing that. If they were, they wouldn't be married neither. You understand? It's more shit to it. Do I like this person? Like, genuinely, is this person okay to be around? Are they nice? Are they understanding, sweet? All these other things like that. It's like it's a lot of different things that go into it besides dick, money, and swag. And that's all I hear when these chicks be talking and dropping these videos. That's all I hear. Dick, money, and swag. Straight up. They don't be wanting nothing, man. They don't really be all that men too. No, not men too. Not men too. See, and here's some evidence. I don't have the videos pulled up, but you all have seen them. Here's the evidence. I can show you videos of women saying that men are taught right from the time we're kids how to treat women. Checkmate. Right? And those same women in those same videos will tell you that the women aren't taught how to actually treat men. They aren't taught how to value men. Whether it's a woman being able to cook, clean, make babies, work, look good, support you verbally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, all of those things from your mama alone, you are taught to appreciate in a woman. So even when they say you wasn't raised in a household with a father, yeah, but I was raised in a household with a woman. And being raised in a household with a woman, particularly your mama, the one lesson that you learn is how to tolerate her shit. Tolerate her being loud and belligerent. Tolerate her being wrong and not wanting to accept it. Tolerate her not taking accountability. Oh, men get all the lessons in the world on how to cohabitate with a woman. We just don't want to have to deal with that shit no more. That's the difference. Men are saying, nah, I'm not trying to hit this it's your time of the month shit. Do you take that shit out on your coworkers? Then don't take it out on me. That's the difference now, is that men are just saying, man, forget all this. All this, you pay for everything and happy wife, happy life. No, what about me? What about my happiness? What about, and then here's the reason why, just in case anybody could be confused. Because, you know, a lot of times you'll hear people say men don't care about happiness. They do. Men absolutely care about happiness. But men, the difference is that men don't really care about happiness outside of their home. Men don't go to work and expect to be happy. You know what I'm saying? They don't look for happiness at work. They don't look for happiness at school. They don't look for happiness in the streets. They look for happiness at home. That's where they expect for their happiness to be at. We use a different word. We use peace. But believe me, there's happiness in peace. It's the same thing, basically. So men absolutely give a fuck about happiness. They just care about it at home, the place where they should care about it at. And then that's why they're putting their foot down when it comes to relationships and saying, nah, we're not doing this no more. Because the one place that I should be able to be happy is at home. And I shouldn't have somebody in the house who is either doing worse than me or not that much better than me, making my life unhappy. That's just what it is right now. So I don't know. I don't know if the women gonna figure it out or not. I don't think they will. The programming is real. White supremacy is real. Feminism is real. I just don't think we're gonna be able to fix this. I think it's gonna be a few people who gonna find what they're looking for, and the majority of everybody else is gonna be the same misery that these people are programming it to be, and that's messed up. Them black kids, man, not carrying guns, not shooting up schools, not having sex with their siblings. Look at them black kids being young and energetic and happy and having a good time. Shout out to them. This video is very inspirational, and they ain't doing nothing but dancing. Salute, kids. Rocking out with y'all on that one. I appreciate that video a lot.
No, say what you just said.
I'm just saying, as soon as y'all realize the fact that when you get off of work, you don't get to lay down. You don't get to lay down. You don't get to relax. You don't get to go to sleep. Get it out your head. There's still stuff to do. We got laundry. We got trash. We got bottles. We got dishes. We got quality time. We have things to do. Now, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock roll around. All right, cool. Go to bed. That's what bed is for. But at 5 o'clock, when you're getting off, you don't get to go to sleep. You don't. As soon as that clicks, it gets together, you'll figure it out.
You about to go viral for this one.
It's a real thing. Because when I get off work, I'm still working.
When did you become in control of my bedtime? Wow! Let me zoom. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. Don't tap my phone with it.
And then point 1. Uno, dos.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this isn't gonna go as bad as he thought it was. And the reason why this ain't gonna go as bad as he thought it was is because she is seemingly addressing a situation where both people work, right? Because she said, just like me, when I get off work, it don't stop. You see what I'm saying? But in a situation where you're a housewife, where you're not responsible for no, even if you work but you're not responsible for no bills, man, please. If you don't shut up and go take care of all that shit until the kids get old enough for you to make them do it. But yeah, this one, I don't know, fam. I know you thought you was about to, I mean, it went viral, I'm sure. It's probably a lot of red pill rages that jumped right on it. Yeah, look at her, don't want to cook and clean. Like, nah, son, that ain't what she said. She just saying, hey, we both work. The hell? Like, we both work. We both need to do some other cleaning and cooking and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Shit, I can't say she's wrong. I don't know. I don't think that one was gonna hit. I don't think that one hitting the way he thought it was gonna hit. Liar. Describe you in one word. Liar. You ain't nobody's 130 pounds, lady. I'm gonna need you to stop telling that lie. Look at this shit. You ain't nobody's 130 pounds, lady. I know you probably haven't been on a scale in a long while. Once you get to a certain weight, you don't even want to look. You ain't nobody's 130 pounds. Stop gaslighting us on this internet. You gonna stop that shit today. Okay? What the hell you thought this was? Her being a housewife shouldn't stop him from being a father. Captain Obvious, welcome to the show.
Should I get my nose pierced again? I be thinking about it. Like, I miss when I used to look like Tupac. Scaring all the niggas away. Ponytail falling apart. This shit is boneless. Tendonism. Right off the bone hole.
That didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. What just happened? She went from a nose ring to tenderisms. Okay, that is funny. This is a funny video. You got it. Yeah. But to answer your question, no. Please don't get no nose ring. Okay, that shit ain't gonna hit the way you think it's gonna hit. Just let it go. I think you better let it go. Looking ass nigga.
Somebody's going.
Okay, these football announcers need to be stopped.
Somebody's going to get that gobbler at the end of this game too. Starts to come and then he pulls out.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it.
Got guys coming down his face.
Feeling is the Cowboys probably coming right down their throats.
Tyrell Williams. He beats.
Needed 2 thrusts to get it in. BEANZ has been coming all night long, but then he pulls out and it's just hard. It's been a while since he's seen a hole that big.
The crazy part is all of those was real. None of those wasn't made up. All of those were real announcers on live football games. It just, I mean, what do you want, man? Golly.
Today is day one that we found out that my baby daddy and I are actually cousins. And to be honest with you, today has not been a good day. All day he's been walking around with an attitude. He keeps saying that we can't live like this. I'm just really confused. I don't know how to feel about this whole situation. And now since my family knows, everybody's looking at us strange. Everybody is like, you need to end that relationship. But how can I end a relationship with somebody who I have been with for 14 years and have 4 children by? I'm completely in love with this man. I'm head over heels for him. I can't sleep without him. I can't go a day without him. I live him. I breathe him. And it just wouldn't be fair to the children. How would we be able to separate? And my children that's the only dad that they know. Cousin, dad, I don't know what he is to my children now. Dad, cousin, it's all really weird. So I set up an appointment for family counseling because that's what we're going to need. all I can say is, I don't know what to say. All I can say is I didn't know. I didn't know. Everybody's beating me up. Everybody's saying how nasty this is. But how did we know if our family never, my father never let us meet the rest of the family? So we had no idea. We didn't know that we were related. If we would have known that we were related, obviously, we would have never went down this path. But it's like, it is what it is. But I do want to say thank you to all the people that support us, all the people who have just been saying, just be there for the children, all the people who are saying, it's nothing that you can change about it now. I just want to thank you guys. I really appreciate the support, but this is going to be a long, rough journey for me, and I don't know how this is going to end, to be honest with you.
I mean, whenever people are on the outside of situations, they think that the solution is so easy, right? Everything just seems like a no-brainer. Oh no, well, absolutely, this is what you would do. You know, it's why they say, be careful judging people for the decisions that they make in situations that you ain't never been in. Because we all think that we would make certain decisions based on situations, but then when you get in them, you see it ain't what you thought it was going to be. I mean, if it's this bad, if y'all struggling with it this bad, that means y'all probably on some first cousin shit, which really, that's kind of crazy. So let me see, on my dad's side, my cousins would be my aunties, my uncle's kids. It's a slight possibility that I could run into one of my aunties. Not my aunties. And I got one uncle. Not even on my father's side. We not even close at all. I don't know them at all. Like, I ain't gonna say I don't know them at all. I've been around them several times in my life type shit, but I don't even think it's possible that I could run into one of them and not know who they are. On my mama's side, it ain't even possible at all. I know all my cousins. For my first cousins on my mama's side, I know them all. That's like my family. So that would never happen. Second cousin, I think, if I remember correctly, I think second cousin is my family that's in Missouri. So that's my grandmama's sister's kids. Now that's where it started getting tricky, because I don't know a whole lot of them. Okay. So second cousins is a little bit different. Third cousins, I don't even think that shit matter. Now I'm gonna say it out loud. I don't care. Judge me all you want to. I'm pretty sure that shit like don't even matter. Like, that's just some marriage shit, like something. I don't even think that shit matter. So this situation, she gotta be talking about first cousin. Because she said, I don't know my people on my daddy's side. So she gotta be talking about first cousins, because even second cousins on your father's side, that shit probably wouldn't even matter that much either. Some of that shit could be through marriage. That's what I'm saying. You gotta like really try to figure out if it's blood or not. But I mean, I don't even know how that shit be working. When they be talking about blood, you blood related, because you blood related, but How are you blood related and y'all don't have the same blood type? I don't understand blood. I don't understand how that shit works. I don't want to either. So that's not a call to the universe to somehow magically put me in a situation where I need to figure out how blood works. I don't give a shit. But I'm just saying in general, this motherfucker is my blood cousin, but somehow if I need a blood transfusion, they can't help me. Like, that shit sounds weird. I don't understand how all that works, but 4 kids in, y'all just got to make that shit work. Forget what everybody else think. Forget what everybody else gonna say. 4 kids in, do what y'all do. Like, it's too late. It's too late. And it will be unfair for you to ask that man to stand in the gap in a way. It would be unfair for you to ask that man to stand in the gap in a way as a father while not receiving the same privileges. Nah, that's wrong. Like, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this is what happened. We didn't know. It is what it is. Moving forward, we'll make sure our kids do something different. But us, we gonna do us. And everybody else just need to get over it, live their own lives, and worry about their own bullshit. Straight up.
The first time.
Somebody said they was never going to be late. Somebody definitely said that. Said, I'll never be late. I'd rather go home. I don't know who said that. Oh, all right.
Listen, I wanna sit here and pretend like I give a shit about the fact that she was late for the gym. Right? I'm pretty sure trainers probably take that shit seriously, you know. It's their job, it's what they do, you know, they really into it, so they probably take that shit seriously. But here's what I'm gonna say. I hope that her man is cheating on her. I know how that sounds. Like, damn, come on, Beans. You was just saying you ain't a fan of cheating. I'm not. But look at her. Look at her, man. Look at how she built. No, you don't get a trainer. When you built like this, you don't get a trainer. That's not what you get. You know what you get? You get a VHS tape. You get a DVD. You get a Billy Blanks workout DVD. Okay, all of that shit is on YouTube. I'm pretty sure right now. So you can upgrade to YouTube. You get in front of your TV with your Billy Blanks DVD on YouTube and you work out. You don't get a trainer. This is going to sound crazy. I know it's going to sound crazy, but I don't care. When you built like this, you don't force your man to have to trust you. I'm sorry. And then here's the thing about it. I want to say, if you're going to get a trainer, you get a female trainer. But here's the thing about it. 90% of these women are gay anyway. Bisexual. Okay, bisexual. 90%, I know that probably seems extreme. I'm being hyperbolic. I can admit that. But at this point, how many women do you know that can honestly say, without risking going to hell, they ain't never did nothing with a woman ever? Right? So I'm just saying. No, when you built like this, you get a DVD, you get a YouTube, you get a VHS, you get something. You don't get a personal trainer. That's just no. It's not fair. No. No, you don't force no man to have to trust you to go be with another dude somewhere while he watching your body jiggle. Are you insane? No. Y'all be asking for too much, in my opinion. Fire underwater is crazy, bro. Like, fire underwater is really crazy. I'm gonna have to Google it and figure out how this is even possible. I think I've only ever seen that shit in a movie. Like, for real, for real. My man Tom says she doesn't need training if it ain't broke. Yeah, that's some bull crap, bro. That's some bull crap. You built like that, you don't get no trainer. You get a DVD, fam, and you go home. Like, your man's supposed to come in from work and you in there, and one, and two. Like, not come in, you gone, where you at? Oh, I'm over here with Jock. Yeah, he's stretching my legs and helping me with my Kegels. Man, you don't get the hell out of here. Hell no. No man have to deal with that shit.
I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm going to be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Clean vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to work. I ain't have to do nothing. But my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. I'm taking that L. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought, like, oh, I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dolled up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your mother.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck everybody. And it's man, the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I up a whole marriage. I had the that every bitch wanted. And I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end of the day, and that's what me up. He put me in a soft girl era, but I still had the mindset of an alpha.
Bruh, I'm so tired of women thinking their ability to be loud and belligerent and ignorant makes them alpha. I don't know who it is that needs to tell them this. I have no clue. But whoever it is, calling on Jesus, Allah, and Buddha, get that shit done. Like, send them whatever messenger they need to get it through their heads. Your ability to yell, your ability to be ignorant, belligerent, loud, cuss like a sailor doesn't make you an alpha. Because here's the thing. As soon as that man you doing it to punches you in your fucking mouth, you're gonna go run call the police. That ain't alpha. That shit is wild as hell to me. That is not what alpha is. That shit's just ignorance. And I get so tired of them using that dumbass logic. So let's do this really quickly before we move on to the next video. The AI overview of an alpha woman is a strong, confident, and assertive female leader. Not a motherfucker who was getting princess treatment. Not somebody who didn't have to work, do nothing else. But the leader. Often ambitious, career-focused, taking charge in various situations, embodying traits like independence, goal orientation, and resourcefulness. Not loud, not ignorant, not cursing like a sailor. None of that shit don't make you alpha. It makes you trash. A real, let me switch it up. I don't even want to use alpha. But a real woman, since you always talking about what a real man is, a real woman could control a man without any of that. Wouldn't even have to raise her voice. A woman that truly understands her femininity, right? The root word in femininity is feminine, right? Which comes from female. It's yours. It's like it's supposed to be your natural ability. But y'all don't think that no more. You think being loud and ignorant and aggressive and all that other shit, you think that shit makes you out. That shit is sad, bro. It's just, I'm gonna move past it because it's making me hate this bitch. Like, for real, bro. I hate that shit. Shit ain't got nothing to do with alpha.
So because your friends validate your wrongdoing, you still think you right? Don't nothing aggravate me more than people who got folks in their corner who validate them. It was wrong. But because...
Okay. Something just happened. I got to start this one over.
So because your friends validate your wrongdoing, you still think you right? Don't nothing aggravate me more than people who got folks in their corner who validate them doing wrong. But because they validated it, you think that is right. Both of y'all ain't got no sense. Let's just call it spade a spade here. It was wrong. But because you got wrong mindsets in your corner, you think it's right. And then when somebody come in your face and tell you that you're wrong because you ain't never heard that before, because you got nothing but followers behind your back, you think I'm tripping. Okay. Don't worry about me no more. It's cool. Go ahead. Let them tell you right. Go ahead.
See, I'm going to tell you something, man. Something that is, I guess I want to say it's good and bad, but I really don't want to say it's bad, but it's bad for one reason. I'll explain. Women nowadays, because I went through this with my daughter. My daughter, through her relationship with the women in her life, realized how women suck. Right? So, for whatever reason, women in general still, like this woman said, they don't have that same level of understanding. They don't have that same level of awareness. It takes certain kind of women to experience women in a certain way and then be able to say, yeah, I see what the men are saying now. Women suck. Like having a relationship with a woman sucks. And this is why, right? To her point, it's because the majority of women don't have anybody in their corner or in their circle telling them when they're wrong. And here's the kicker. More specifically, when it comes to their relationships. Nobody ain't telling them when they're wrong. So whether you have a mother-daughter relationship, girlfriends relationship, wife relationship. I mean, you see, I don't know if y'all paid attention to, if you haven't, look it up. The domestic violence numbers in lesbian relationships through the fucking roof. The divorce rate in lesbian marriages through the roof. Right? And I think you still have a majority of those women who are experiencing that trying to hold on to sister code, and they ain't talking about it out loud when they should be. They should be coming out like this girl is coming out and saying, yo, this shit ain't cool. Like, this is what she should be saying. We got to stop validating our female friends and family members when they wrong. Even when that shit got to do with niggas. I know we programmed to hate them, but fuck that. Wrong is wrong. That's what she should be saying. But at least she's saying this so that you get to hear it out loud. I've been in relationships with women who didn't have anybody in their corner that would ever tell them they were wrong, especially not in a relationship with a man. Whatever a woman does in a relationship with a man, the general idea is that he deserved it. She cheated on him. Well, he must not have been doing something right. Can't just be she's a cheating asshole. You see what I'm saying? So, young sister, welcome to the club. You're getting older now. You're experiencing more life, and you're getting to see what it's actually like to deal with women. Don't get it twisted, young lady. They don't just do that shit to you as a friend. They do that shit in relationships as well. If they doing it to you as a friend, imagine what they doing to somebody that they sleeping with, where they really have an expectation of grace and forgiveness. Man, please.
Women don't even know how to treat men because they were never taught how. Boys grew up being trained from day one. Be a gentleman, open the door, protect her, provide for her, be understanding. And if she hits you, you don't hit her back. Everywhere we looked, the message was the same. Movies, books, fairy tales. The man rescues the woman. The man saves the day. The man risks his life. The man carries the burden. And women were always the princesses, right? But there's a problem with that. We never saw the reverse. We never saw stories about how women should be treating men. No novels teaching girls how to respect a man. No movies demonstrating feminine loyalty, softness, or devotion. Parents don't even teach it. School doesn't even teach it. And society definitely doesn't teach that. So guess what happens? We have generations of women who expect everything, but were never taught to give anything back. And feminism made it worse. Instead of teaching women how to understand men, how to work in synergy, how to create polarity, it taught them to compete with the men, to fight with them, to become a man, to see softness as weakness and masculinity as toxic. So how can a woman treat a man well if she was never shown what feminine contribution even looks like? And how can she respect him when all she grew up hearing was men are the problem? How can she love him correctly when she was taught that he owes her everything and she owes nothing in return? Men today are paying the price for a script that they didn't write. They were raised to give everything. Women were not raised to reciprocate. And the only way we fix this is by teaching the truth. Polarity is freedom. Synergy is power. Relationships only work when both people know how to love each other and live in their masculine and feminine energies. Until women learn how to treat men with respect, softness, admiration, and understanding, the imbalance is going to continue. Women, we need to do better.
Look at God. Won't he do it? Look, this is what I'm saying. Earlier, we had the chick in the video, the goofy black chick, saying, yeah, but the men though. But the men don't know how to, because they didn't. Remember what I said, right? But I can find you a video of a woman saying, nah, but the difference is that boys are taught, shown, instructed, programmed, right? To, at a minimum, tolerate women. At a minimum, right? At a minimum, to give them grace and understanding, even just in relationship with your own mama. You don't need a man there for that. Everybody around you is saying that shit. Right? Girl hit you, don't hit her back. Better get some money because you want a girlfriend. You need to be able to shower your girl with gifts, this and that, blase skippy. You got to provide. All of those lessons get taught whether there's a man in a household or not. It don't get told to women. You see? And this is a white woman saying this. This ain't even a black woman saying this. So that's what I'm trying to say. The girl earlier, I hope she never do another motherfucking video. Some of y'all just be talking. Straight up. You need to shut the... Let me stop cussing so much. My mama might be watching. Tyrone, what up, though? Shout out to you, white lady.
Society, we tell men. In society, we tell men what they ought to do and they go do it. But if we tell women what they ought to do and what they should do, they go insane and they think you're being misogynistic. So it's like, men, you need to go to work. You need to make a lot of money. You need to provide. You need to get married. You need to have kids. Women, you can do whatever you want. You're fine. We're told you can be completely dependent on a man, or you can go be independent. You can start an OnlyFans. You can make a ton of money in your career. That's not the way that marriage works, truly. But a marriage is two people codependent on each other. Like, my husband and I are dependent on each other. It's not I'm dependent on him and he's completely independent. Like, no, we have our roles in a marriage for a reason. And we also have a very strong commitment to each other. So yes, there is a lot of trust. It's like, I trust my husband with everything in me and he does the same for me. And it wouldn't be able to work if that wasn't the case.
Here's the truth. I don't think men actually trust their wives, particularly when their wives are attractive. It's not trust that we're giving you. It's the benefit of the doubt. That's what it is. It's just the benefit of the doubt. Because we would go crazy spending all our time wondering what you're doing. So, but it ain't trust, especially when you have a attractive woman, a woman that you know, if she just go outside and walk to the corner store and come back, somebody gonna flirt. It's not trust. I don't think it's trust. I ain't saying no man don't trust his woman, because that would be crazy for me to say that. But in general, I don't think it's trust. I think it's just the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying, hey, look, what I'm gonna do? I can't spend my time worrying about what you doing. But if you anything like me, which I'm not even recommending you to be this way, but the minute you give me a reason not to trust you, I'm never gonna trust you again. So to break that down, the minute you give me a reason not to trust you, from that point on, you won't have my benefit of the doubt. From that point on, if I had to bet money on whether or not you was just out cheating when you come walking in, whether or not that's a nigga on your phone when it's ringing, I'm going to go with yeah. Even though I'm still there with you, it is what it is. I can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm not trying to really be no Inspector Gadget about it, but I'm never going, you're never going to get the benefit of the doubt ever again. You know, I think the only cure for that is like straight up, unadulterated, unfiltered honesty. Straight up and down. Like you at the store and some dude is trying to holler at you and you pull out your phone and you call me and you say, hey, babe, this guy's here. He's trying to talk to me. I told him that I had a man, husband, whatever, right? But he was like, dang, you can't have friends. So I just wanted to know, is it okay for me to have this guy as a friend? Right? And then, of course, I'm going to be like, let me talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this dude is, you know, crazy, he's going to take the phone and talk to me. If he's sane, as soon as he realizes she's on the phone with her man, he going to be like, all right, shorty, I get what you said. It's all good. I'm out of here. Right? But that's letting me know, you know, and not saying that you got to do that every single time, especially if I got a woman who's getting hit on all the time. But I'm just saying, like, when you will have to go to those kind of extremes, you know, no lock on your phone. If it is, it's a code on there, it's a password that I got. I ain't going to go through your phone, but if I got it, right? You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta do something extra to ease the person's mind after you've given them a reason not to trust you. I don't think people know how to deal with that. When I hear people say, oh man, people ain't being raised on how to be married, that's the kind of stuff that I be thinking about. Not all this who got to pay for everything shit, because it's 2025, no man should have to pay for everything. But real things that happen in relationships that cause people to break up, that cause people to go through the flux. It's a Tubi movie I was watching earlier today. And I'm not sure if I could use it, but I'm going to try to upload it and see if I could use it. And then if I can, I'm going to do a reaction to it. But in the movie, the dude was a club promoter, right? So I didn't watch the middle of it, but apparently he was, you know, he met the chick, they got into a relationship, he slept with one of her cousins, he got up with one of his exes and ended up having a baby with her. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of crazy cheating type things that men do, it was one of them type of joints. You know what I'm saying? And then in the end, she started messing with a dude who was trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Now the ending was kind of weird because he caught her with the dude. He made her shoot the dude, and then he shot her in the stomach. And then the movie just went off. It's kind of a stupid ending because it's like, that don't even, like you could have staged it as a, you know, murder-suicide if you wanted to. She shoot him, then shoot herself, but he shot her in the damn stomach. She ain't gonna shoot herself in the stomach. But it just goes to show you though, right? The way these relationships be. He was doing all this cheating, and then when she started doing shit, of course he's noticing it because her behavior ain't the same no more. And she going here and going in, disappearing and being cold and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? It never like really crosses anybody's mind that when you trying to overcome cheating, when you trying to overcome mistrust in a relationship, you have to do something that you didn't do before to either reinstill that assurance or create a new assurance that wasn't never there. Because most of the time, like I said, it's probably just the benefit of the doubt. You can't just be like, I cheated, my bad, let's move on. And then the next week when you look guilty of some shit and somebody don't, you know, is uncomfortable, you want to say, look, you chose to be with me. You can't sit around now and accuse me of shit. Nah, that's not how that works. No, you need to make changes to how you operate now. You're choosing to stay with me after cheating. So guess what you should be willing to do? Something different than what you have always done. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that people aren't dealing with when it comes to relationships. They just want to talk about money and who paying for everything and how much money the woman gonna get when she leave a man. Like, that's the total conversation. Not really about none of the shit. Well, you men don't lead. Yeah, see, that's the point. You leading to you is him paying for everything. Not leading is being able to say, okay, this is what needs to happen in these particular kind of situations. I cheated on you or you cheated on me. This is the kind of thing that needs to happen. These are the kind of performances that need to happen in order for things to, you know, heal properly. Motherfuckers just want to just sweep everything under the rug. That shit don't work. I'm just trying to tell you. All that sweeping shit under the rug shit don't work. You got to deal with shit, man. You got to put shit on the table, discuss it, talk about it, figure out a way to get over it. Straight up and down. I can't stand no sweeping under the rug ass people. Man, that shit infuriates me.
You bitches ain't masters of nothing but manipulation. I mean, it is a lot of successful women out here. 2025 has some of the most successful women. I mean, you bitches got masters in business, masters in psychology, masters in education, but you haven't mastered healthy relationships. You ain't mastered your fucking emotions. You bitches ain't mastered how to keep a man. You bitches ain't mastered how to be a submissive woman. You bitches ain't masters of nothing but manipulation. Nothing but masters of getting a nigga to leave you. That's what you bitches master. Y'all master that very motherfucking well. Masters of leave me the fuck alone. That's what y'all are masters of. I am not impressed.
See, again, I tell y'all all the time, when they be doing all that cussing, it just kind of, it take away from the message. You know? It's just, as a woman, that shit ain't cute. And then it comes off as kind of like ignorant or bitter. But it's a true statement. But it's deeper than that. Like, man, I be talking about how I know people who got all kind of degrees, but they couldn't get their health together. They couldn't keep their weight in check. You know, like, it's bad out here for us, man. It's bad out here for us. For real. Like, the programming is real, man. We could focus real hard on getting them degrees. We could focus real hard on getting laid. You know? But we can't focus on our relationships and making sure they're the healthiest they can possibly be. We can't focus on health, making sure we eating right and working out. I'm one of them. That's why I'm saying we. I'm not this. When I say we now, I mean I'm including me in this. I'm one of them. I just spent all this money on this healthy shit. I can show y'all, pull out this box and just show y'all all these different healthy ass supplements and fucking, you know, algae and kelp and all this shit, sea moss and all this shit, bro. And I buy it, I try it one time, and then I go right back to my pancakes and my cheeseburgers and my gyros and my Chinese food. Because it just mentally, it'd be like, man, I just want to enjoy this life. You know? If I don't have no whole bunch of people to hang out with and do all this other stuff with, you're going to fill your life with things like food, like drugs, like sex, you know, like randomly, not like with your wife, you know, because you don't really have a whole bunch of relationships established. You don't I don't think people really understand how serious that shit is. Motherfuckers be running around saying shit. I promise you that once you really start having a conversation with them, they don't mean. You ever met a person that said, I don't mind being alone, that ain't never lived alone ever in their life? Ever. My ex was like that. I'm not like you. I don't mind being alone. Nigga, you ain't never lived alone. And the one time that you was alone, you couldn't take it. We moved down here. We left the kids back in Chicago trying to establish ourselves down here. We got into an argument. I run out the house, jump in my car. I'm going to go for a drive and drink and shit. It wasn't 30 minutes. My phone was ringing. Where you at? But where you go? When you coming back? You need to come back home. Then when I come back, you want to snuggle and shit because you was uncomfortable being in this house, particularly in this new-ass town, by yourself. Nobody and nothing for you to fall back on. Then as soon as the kids came, then she was right back to her old bullshit-ass ways. Because now your kids is here, so, fuck me again. That's why I be saying it's a lot of, man, when they talk about how these women be making their children their surrogate husbands, that shit is real. I don't even know if people understand how real that shit is. I'm telling you. Like somehow psychologically sabotaging their kids in a way that keeps them at home longer than necessary. My homeboy, I was just talking to my homeboy the other day. He was just telling me how his son, he might be 27, 28. He became a firefighter last year and just bought a house a few weeks ago and just had a daughter last year too. Just bought a 5-bedroom house. Everything be on the internet, so I was able to go see it all. 27, 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to establish yourself early in the game, bro. But he had been out the crib for a little minute, even earlier than this. He just, he had his own apartment. It's a lot of people, but my homeboy, first of all, my homeboy fought to get his son when he was younger because his mama was, a bit of a hood chick, but he didn't demonize her to him. He just fought to get him. So he still got a lot of love and value for his mom. He be posting on social media and all of that. But because he came with Pops, then Pops instilled his work ethic in him, and now look where he moving to. Because your father ain't trying to keep you at home longer than you need to be. But a mom, particularly one that ain't got no man that she's supposed to be clinging to, right? Genesis chapter whatever. Or maybe that was in Exodus. I don't remember. But now all of a sudden, it's this psychological sabotage, that makes these boys undeveloped to keep them at home longer. Meanwhile, they be trying to get the daughters the fuck up out of there because they want to just be the woman of their house and they don't want the daughters there. That whole relationship dynamic between mothers and daughters is weird as hell, man. It really is. But at the same time, it's not that far from with the fathers and the sons because, my son wouldn't even live with me and I still wanted my son to have his own space. I wanted him to understand what that felt like early so that he would go out of his way to try to keep it and maintain it. You know what? This cool. I'm glad I was able to come back and fall back on moms real quick. Come back, fall back on dad real quick. But I'm trying to hurry up and get back out here and get my own space again, do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like early in the game. I don't want no 30-year-old still living with his mama type shit. Even though, to be honest with you, it ain't the worst shit in the world if the trajectory is right. If you're saying my trajectory is I'll leave my mama's house when I find a woman that I really want to invest in and get a house with and all that other shit, that's not really the worst shit in the world. It's okay for girls to do it. We just demonize it when it's a boy, you know. But I still want him to I wanted him to have that understanding of what it meant to have your own space. When you stick the key in the door and you know nobody on the other side of this door is finna be telling you shit. Nobody finna be talking shit about the dishes in the sink, or if the bed ain't made up, or if you ain't let the toilet seat down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your space, your shit. You in control. You gotta maintain it. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have that feeling, you know. So I just, man, moving forward, I don't know. Whether you look at it from a historical view or whether you look at it from a religious view, you have to expect that things are just gonna get worse. Like, everything is gonna come crumbling down before we have a chance to rebuild and make it better. Historically, I think that's how things have gone. So I don't really have any optimism. But I just hope that we can get more people rescued from this ideology and from this programming where these mamas is sabotaging their kids, man, particularly their sons, and causing them to have arrested development. That shit ain't cool, bro. That shit ain't cool at all. Shout out to my man, Mr. Walker, in the building. He sent the $10 super chat.
Super chat. Super chat. Oh!
He said, master these nuts. He don't like this shit. Hey, but that's what she was saying. She was saying that, you know, these chicks be having master's degrees and they be masters of this and masters of that, but they don't master, you know, they lives and their relationships and stuff like that, you know. So, I mean, at this point, though, like I said, when they be doing all that cussing and shit, it just, to me, it come off a little bit, you know, clout chasing, bitterish type shit. So, you know, it is what it is, though.
All right.
Oh, this right here, this was a different one right here. Watch this one.
All right, this is a little bit controversial, but women's empowerment is hurting women and it's actually killing families, even if you don't have one yet. I've made millions. I even had a brand called Lady Boss, and I taught women how to win. And somewhere in the middle of it, I actually watched myself nearly lose everything that I was trying to protect. Listen, I get it. I grew up in survival mode, raised by a single mom who literally did it all. So I did what I was wired to do. I learned how to be a strong, independent, and very driven woman. I was a professional martial artist. I had magazine covers. We had very successful businesses, and we had influence. I've had it all. And frankly, I was proud of it. But here's the truth that no one actually told me. If you're not careful, you'll actually bring that survival mode into your marriage, into your parenting, into your home. And here's what I can promise you. It will literally drain the atmosphere of peace in your home. Here's what I didn't know.
Whoa.
I had a really hard time learning how to stop leading and make space for my husband to rise. And then 1 Timothy 5:8 hit me. It says, any man who has not provided for his relatives, and especially his own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. And that's not just about money, it's about spiritual provision. It's about covering, about leadership and protection. Here I was, literally building a brand, teaching women how to be the boss, while my own home was suffocating. It was suffocating under the pressure of misalignment. I had to repent, I had to rebuild, and I had to let go of the version of empowerment that I was selling. It wasn't and never will produce the fruit that I want in the long run. And I know that I'm not alone. Some of you are strong, but I know you're secretly tired. You're smart, but you're completely out of order. You're praying for a husband and a peaceful home, but you're holding on to habits that are keeping both out of reach. So here's the challenge. I want you to look at your life through the lens of fruit and not sheer effort. Are you leading in your home the way that God designed you to? Or are you making space for the kind of man that you say you want to lead you? This not only can rob you of everything that you want in your life, it's also robbing your husband or your future husband of the calling on his life. And that's the same well that your children are going to drink from. So it becomes generational. So if you resonate with this, just know that you're not alone. Like, I didn't put on a sundress and start baking sourdough bread, and I'm not barefoot in the kitchen. I still have dreams, I still have goals, and my husband and I do things together. But I'm living proof that you can change this narrative, and I really believe that the next generation is dependent upon it.
I mean, what can I add to that? The fact of the matter is that earlier I said a lot of times women make these choices earlier in the game, and then when they get older, they start realizing what's actually more important, right? But everybody don't have the financial success that she had to have a soft landing. The money makes the landing a little bit more softer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I've built some shit that most people don't necessarily just walk away from. If you study the marriage and the divorce rates, what you see is the higher the income, particularly of the men, the less divorce happens, right? But then also what you will see is that the higher the net worth, right, the less divorce happens, right? So across the board, either the man got a bunch of money and the woman ain't gonna leave him, or they just have a bunch of money together. Because you notice she was using the word we, right? She was saying we did this, we did that, right? So mentally she is connected to her husband. So she's saying we did this. So our net worth, right, is pretty decent. She said they made millions. That's not something people just usually want to walk away from. You know what I'm saying? And the numbers bear that out. The more the well, I don't know, is it Weller? It ain't Weller. The better off people are financially, the less you see divorce. So that the money itself can cushion the landing. So it's like, okay, cool. I know I figured out that I need to work on these things and fix these things. And it's going to be easier for me to do that because I'm not struggling or worrying about bills, right? Unfortunately, that's a very small number of people, you know, relative to our population, which is why I think most relationships just end up failing. And they don't get to this point where she's able to have this epiphany or this awareness and then correct things, because they already be dealing with so many other things, you know, kids and bills and health and family and, you know, all these other things. And then most often the thing that people tend to scapegoat with everything they dealing with is the person that they with, is the relationship that they with. And when I say people, I really mean women, because more often than not, men don't leave. Right. So we already see that when it comes to the marriage rate, that's about 20% of divorces are filed by men. Men typically don't leave relationships because we don't blame the woman necessarily for the lack that we may have in our own lives. I don't have a Maserati outside. I don't blame my woman. Right. But for women, it's a little bit different. When they look at their lives and they see they're lacking something, they will absolutely blame the man. So that's where it becomes kind of problematic, where it's more difficult for you to overcome the mental, what do we want to call that? Because that's not even necessarily about feminism, right? What is that? That's not feminism. That, I don't know what that is. Because she said she started off calling it women's empowerment. But at this, we are beyond that at this. That's what I'm saying. Like, the money shit, to me, money is not men's resource. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, men are still the top earners, but money is not a man's resource anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know if I could even blame feminism for that. I just think that anybody really, look at how many people, I mean, look at what Brian McKnight going through right now, right? Look at how many super uber successful fathers, right, have this narrative about them being not so good fathers or even not so good husbands based on the fact that they weren't there enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you went out and you was a singer and you did your shows, or you was an actor, or you was an athlete, you got to the bag. We didn't have to worry about anything from the financial aspect, but you weren't there. Right? And look at how that still can affect people, not only in their development, which is, you know, a problem, but the relationships. And then they're not even able to overcome that shit until the dad or the wife or whatever gets older, or somebody gets sick, or some tragic happening, you know, to bring people back together. It just really, man, it's kind of crazy how life works, man, a lot of times. A lot of things, man, where you look back and be like, damn, I can't believe I thought like this or thought like this. I saw this like this or like that. And you just become more aware of things as you get older. I know I would prefer to have more money, particularly growing up and shit like that. But it's a good chance I would have been one of them kids. I would have been one of them kids that even though I had all this money, not necessarily I got the money, but you know what I'm saying. My parents just provide me with all the good shit I want. I probably still would have been the type of kid that the lack of the relationship, the lack of the connection would have bothered me, because I'm one of those people. I'm a connection person. So the connection itself, you not being there, you not spending time, that shit would have, yeah, I got all the Nikes, I got all the video game systems, but you not there. I'm trying to play football. You can't even watch none of my games. I'm doing recitals, plays, whatever. You ain't even there. I'm trying to do homecoming. You can't even send me off. You know, like that shit probably would have bothered me. And I think maybe at some point I would have got over it, but I just know as a kid that shit would have fucking bothered me, bro. Like for real. Because it bothered me, and we weren't even rich. You know, when I got to adolescent age, not having my dad in my life, that shit was bothering me. Because I knew I had brothers and sisters and cousins, all shit on my dad's side. And I'm seeing my other cousins be able to interact with their dad's side of the family. I'm like, damn, I want to interact with mine too. You know? So, I don't know. But, I mean, congratulations to her on fixing it, I guess. You know? She needs to do more videos about it. Maybe be a little bit more personal about you know, what that actually looks like. What did the problem actually look like? And then what does fixing it actually look like? Braxton said Brian McKnight was happy about his oldest adult son's death. He lost a kid? Damn, I ain't know he lost a kid. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Like, it's easy to judge. You know, that sounds crazy, right? Like, for anybody, you saying happy, I don't take you as a liar. So I'm taking your word on it, but it's easy to judge. But like I said, I've been in situations where I never thought my baby mama could make me feel a way about my own kid, but I've been in that situation. Your baby mama using your kid against you can absolutely cause feelings that you never thought you would have. You know, like it's a lot of different things. That's why I said we got to be careful about judging people for feeling ways or going through things or behaving certain ways in situations we ain't never been in. You know, it's different when you've been into a situation and you could be like, man, I ain't do that. I ain't react like that. I ain't respond like that, whatever. You could say that. You're not that person, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying you could still say it. But it's different when you ain't been through the shit. And then you just say, I would never do that. Nigga, you don't know that you would never. You fuck around and find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man. Yo, that's crazy, Braxton. That's horrible, bro. Yeah, that's horrible, man. Hey, but look, my man Michael Stivic from All in the Family, Rob Reiner, they just found him and his wife dead in the crib with their throat slashed, and they saying his son did it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we looking at it like just from in a general sense, it don't make sense for you to harbor some sort of ill feelings against your own kids, but that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying he did it. I don't know if he did or he didn't. But I'm just saying that's the story right now. The story right now is that man killed his own mama and daddy. Slit their throats. That's a crazy way for Rob Reiner. Michael Stivic from All in the Family. You ain't never heard nothing but good stuff about this man. It's crazy, bro. All right, we got a couple of more videos and then we done for the day. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy. Let's get through them.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women require a man to meet their financial needs, but they can't meet a man's needs, and his needs are actually free. He wants you to be loving, respectful, caring, kind, loyal, show some affection, actually initiate sex here and there, show him that you want him, know how to say I'm sorry, take some accountability, listen whenever he speaks. And you can't do any of these free things, but you expect for that man to provide your lifestyle. Take care of your friends whenever y'all all go out and about, because that seems to be a new thing going around. Make sure that you are taken care of. Your hair's done, your nails done, you got a new car, your rent paid, all your bills is handled. But you can't meet any of his needs, and his needs are actually free. Really? When I say that shit out loud, don't it sound silly?
See, I like her. Right? Even though, let's just be honest, it's working for her numbers wise. So, you know, but I think she really actually mean the shit she be saying. I don't think a lot of them do, but I think she does. So shout out to her. But it's I think at this point, this message is getting what do I want to say? Like reused, repurposed a lot. It's a lot of videos coming out now, particularly females, saying the same thing. You know, that the thing that men actually want from women is free. But I think the thing that gets lost in that is that women are prostitutes, right? They want to get paid for everything that they do. So it's not free to them. You know what I'm saying? It's their time. They have to make the time to do those things. And that's how people look at it. I'm going to tell you something. I got a cousin. This is a little bit different, but I'm just showing you what I mean. My cousin is a lawyer, right? So she recently was voted to be a partner at her firm. And my peoples hit me up like, man, Cuzzo got voted to be a partner at her firm, man. Ain't that good? I'm like, I responded and talked about some other shit. Right? And then it was like, man, you don't want to hit her up and congratulate her? No. Right? And the reason why is because when I reached out to my cousin, matter of fact, I didn't even know she was an attorney until last year. And we was all kicking it at my mom's crib. And I'm like, oh, you an attorney? I'm like, oh, cool, that's what's up. Look, I need you to do something for me. I need you to take care of something for me. And she was like, nah, you don't want to use me. I'm too expensive. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. That's how women view their time. This thing that she could have took care of me, that probably wouldn't have took no more than 30 minutes out of her day. And in her own mind, her own cousin, she was thinking about how much she should be getting paid for a half hour. I mean, you were sitting over here with family and friends. I know you wasn't doing no work, but I'm just saying, you chilling with family and friends for 30 minutes and you're not thinking we should have to pay you for you being here, right? You could take 30 minutes out of your day to do something for somebody without having to be paid for it. I think maybe if I was a woman, if I was one of her female cousins, she probably wouldn't have said that same thing to me. But who knows? Maybe she would have. But it's just that mentality. Women have that kind of lawyer mentality where they look at everything about their time. You know what I'm saying? My time is money. I need to be billing you for this thing that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, nah, I do what I do. And if you hit me up and was like, yo, I need this, you know, such and such, such and such, I'll take care of that for you if you just need me to take care of it for you. You know what I'm saying? If you like, man, you know, I'll hit you up with a few ends, which of course I would have. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I would have hit her with a couple of dollars if she would have took care of the shit for me. But it was just the point of her saying, no, you can't afford me. You know what I'm saying? You might want to just do that on your own. Nah, it's not more simpler for me to do it on my own because you're there. You're in the place where I need to be to take care of this thing. You're already there. I'm not even there. I'm going to need to come down there and all this other goofy shit, which I don't want to have to do. That's going to cost me more money. You know? So it's just that kind of mentality where you don't think these few things that you could just do, these things that you could just do, you know, for the sake of the fact that you have a relationship with this person. They don't think like that. They want something for every fucking thing it is that they do. So this shit is, it sound good coming through these videos, but it's a waste of time. I don't think you're gonna change that from women. As much as I like hearing them say it.
I don't date broke women, not because.
Whoa, what did he say?
I don't date broke women, not because I need their money, but because being broke usually means poor choices, weak discipline, and no understanding of how the real world works. If you can't manage your own life, you have no business helping me manage an empire. Money issues destroys more marriages than anything else after sex. So I'm not looking to raise a woman. I'm looking to build with one. And yes, I'll be a provider, but for only a woman who knows how to handle resources and was already resourceful long before I showed up.
That's going to sound crazy to a lot of women. Remember that video we reacted to of tonight's conversation when the girl said, she said, yes, as a woman, when I'm looking for a mate, I'm looking for a mate who is resourceful and has resources and things that I might not have. Right? Where people was trying to, the other panelists was trying to convince her, like, why do you think that's okay? Why do you think it's okay for you to ask for something from somebody that you don't necessarily have? Right? When we're talking about tangibly, right? We're not necessarily talking about from an emotional or psychological place because people grow and mature, you know, differently. But that would sound crazy to her. You see what I'm saying? To hear him say he ain't dealing with no broke girl. He ain't dealing with no chick who ain't already getting to it because you can't manage your own shit. Why would I want to bring you into my fold to help me manage what I got going on? You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. But that right there is the normalization of equality. And this is why, you know, if you notice, women have stopped using the word equality and they have started saying equity. Right? Because equity is subjective. Equality is objective. Right? We know exactly what equal is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So now they don't say equality, they say equity, right? DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? They're using the word equity now instead of equality, because equal is equal across the board. But now equity, I can change it up. I could say, well, when we making decisions in the house, I want to have an equal voice. But when it's time to pay for something, that need to really be you. You see? So I'm glad he said this. I hope this video go extra viral. And he ain't no broke nigga, so they can't make those kind of arguments. He just saying that because he broke. Like, they can't make none of those arguments.
This generation expects perfection from everyone but themselves. One mistake, one bad moment, you're labeled, and suddenly you're unworthy of grace, unworthy of repair, unworthy of another chance. And they're doing this to the people who love them the most. Parents, partners, families. This culture doesn't understand forgiveness or growth. It doesn't understand that relationships are built on repair and communication, not immediate exile. And instead, it's teaching people to first cut off and then think later, and they call it self-care. And so many families, parents, partners are suffering from it. They're left carrying the guilt of a mistake that they apologize for probably 1,000 times, and they're left begging for a chance to prove that they can do better while society tells their child, no, cut them off. They don't deserve you. If you have someone willing to apologize, willing to grow, willing to repair, do not let society convince you to destroy what can be healed.
Yeah, I've been talking about this for a little while, because the narrative even coming out of the manosphere / red pill community, like with dealing with the red flags. Everything is a red flag, and if she says or shows any signs of any one of these red flags, run for the hill. Now, I jokingly say run for the hill, and sometimes I mean run for the hill, though, when I be looking at certain things. But yeah, everything can't be this is the end. Like, I've dealt with people like that before. That shit is draining. Like, every single thing happens, got to be the end. Like, who the fuck wants to go through that? What if, think about it from this perspective. What if every single thing you did that wasn't perfect at work, your boss threatened to fire you? Every single time. You walked in, you were 60 seconds late. Man, I don't know about this, man. 60 seconds late, man. Might have to fire your ass. And not jokingly, you know what I'm saying? Like, really contemplating it and really threatening with you, this shit with you every single time. You would, at some point, you would get tired of that shit. Like, damn, nigga. Man, the quota was 120. You only did 115, man. Might need to have to fire your ass. You know what I'm saying? Man, you still need help doing that, or you ain't figured it. Like, you would get tired of that shit, you know? But now you have a lot of and I don't even know if it's regular media as much as it is social media, the narrative coming out of, that's, I think she said society, right? So the narrative coming out of social media, whether it's manosphere, red pill, feminism, or anything else, yeah, it's just that. Everything is something to break up about. Everything is something to throw everything that you built the way over. It is kind of trash, bro. But I mean, social media, I don't know if they knew the effect of social media, right? Making it so mainstream. I tend to think that the people who push these products and these ways of life on us have an idea of what's possible, because you're talking about some of the smartest people in the world. But maybe not everything do they look so deeply into it to find out the psychological impacts. But now there's no question the impact that social media is having on society, and it's kind of horrible. So we need more content like this, people calling out these things, so that folks can just have something to balance it out, to understand that pessimistic shit is, maybe if you pessimistic 50% of the time, then I guess you balanced. You know what I'm saying? But if you pessimistic 60, 70, 80% of the time, that ain't it. you know. So you got to find that balance, man. So it is what it is, man. But listen, we got through them. We got through all the videos. They will be up on the shorts. They will be up on the Mr. Beans Talks page. Shout out to all the new subscribers on the Mr. Beans Talks page. We need to get those watch hours up. I'm probably gonna have to start doing some long form content over there so we can get that channel monetized. But make sure y'all subscribed over there. It is tagged in the description. Your boy, man, Beans. You heard me? Jersey.
This shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
It's all over, everybody. Skip! Skip! Cut these cameras off me. Skip!
Hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell, and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm.